Well, good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Michael Wilhite here with Southern Indiana Weather, bringing you the latest forecast update here. Been a while since I've done one of these videos. Took a vacation for spring break with my family last week, but back into the swing of things now, and we got some nice weather to return to. Man, beautiful Resurrection Sunday coming up for you for Easter tomorrow. Just a great day. Few chances of some thunderstorms as we go through the afternoon hours, but at least church services in the morning time should be fairly nice. What we got going on right now, just pretty much clear skies out there, some occasional high clouds, but nothing really around here. You got to go to our south or up to our north before you start to find that rain and those clouds. It's just beautiful weather for us right now. We're kind of sandwiched in between two systems, but that'll change as we go throughout the day tomorrow. This system that you see out here will work its way through tomorrow, and it might even bring some stronger thunderstorms during the afternoon hours, but lots of questions with that right now. So let's get right into it. Let's time it out on future radar just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with. Here we go. Through the evening and overnight hours. Really nothing going on. In fact, I would say tomorrow morning looks pretty good for your sunrise services at church, even for through your morning worship. I don't think we're going to have to be dealing with much rain problems at all to speak of. As we go throughout the day, that's whenever the showers and thunderstorms will start to break out a little bit more, and I can show you that as I continue to put radar here into motion. By the time we come to about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when you're starting to see some dots line up on the map. It doesn't look impressive on future radar right now. It might look a little bit more impressive tomorrow when we actually see it, but we'll have to see about that. Doesn't look like anything overly major until later that night when we start to see a line roll in from the west. And this will be a line that's just ahead of the main cold front that's going to roll through there. And as you can see, there could be some strong gustier storms with that, but here is the line at about 8 o'clock, and as I forward this in time, here's the line at about 11 o'clock at night. So you can see it's going to be a late night rolling in, and then it's off by 2 in the morning there. So leaving us with clear skies for Monday, by the way. So it's a late arrival for the rain. We might see a few scattered thunderstorms during the afternoon hours before the arrival of the main line. That's a big question right now. How severe could this main line be? Well, here's the thing. There is some wind energy to work with, and there is some instability that we're going to have to work with. But keep in mind the late time of arrival on this main line. Also, combine that with the fact that these are not the most impressive severe weather parameters that we have ever seen. Either way, the Storm Prediction Center has issued a slight risk of severe weather right over the Ohio Valley here uh, um, for your Sunday. Again, this is mainly an afternoon and early evening kind of threat. By the time you go into the overnight hours, the threat will be certainly dying down. So this is one of those threats where do you go with a slight risk or not? If it does end up being a slight risk, folks, this is a low-end severe weather event. This is not going to be an outbreak of epic proportions by any means. It's one of those situations where you might see some pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon. Some of them could briefly go severe. Is a slight risk really justified, in my opinion, for this? This seems more of a marginal event, in my opinion. But yeah, either way, there's a risk for some strong thunderstorms tomorrow, but it's not a big risk. Just keep your weather radio on. Tornadoes, not really a big thing tomorrow. If we do see any severe thunderstorms, probably going to be more of a severe thunderstorm warning kind of a situation than anything. Just keep an eye to the sky tomorrow, keep weather aware, and you'll be fine. Again, not a big risk day. Now, as we go through later in the week, that's when we'll have some more storms to roll in through the area. Here we go, using the GFS model. There's the rain as it comes through here on Sunday. We dry out for a few days before our next big weather maker comes in on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. It's a pretty quick heading system, and then it moves out. But as we go into next weekend, watch this. We've got a northwest flow going on, as indicated here by these dashed blue lines. This is your flow in the upper levels of the atmosphere sort of overlaid on here. What you can see is we're going to have a little bit of a cool down with that. In fact, it's going to feel like a pretty big cool down compared to where we have been. By the time next weekend comes, we're talking temperatures in the upper 40s around the area for, so say Sunday and Monday of next week. So it's going to be a little bit of a chill in the air there, and of course normal high temperature right around 50 to low 50s around the area right now at this point. And of course that's going to be a little bit below normal again, but we've been spoiled by above normal all month long here in March. And realistically, I say 90% of April is going to be well above normal as well. The way things look, just going to be a well above normal spring overall. That's not to say that you can't have an occasional cold snap. That's exactly what we're going to see. But notice that the cold snap is going to be fairly short lived. We're talking temperatures here in the 70s tomorrow. In fact, I'm predicting a little bit higher than what the modeling here is showing. I think with some sunshine in the afternoon hours, we're easily going to get up to about 74 or so tomorrow. I think that's going to be a very good bet. Be a very warm day. But then as you go through here, you notice you got some upper 50s and lower 60s in the forecast. Here you go, though. There's those 40s. But notice it's only short lived. A couple, maybe 3 days of some cooler than normal weather. GFS ensembles here wanting to hit upper 20s. I'm not ready to buy into that yet, but certainly I think lower 30s near the freezing mark, certainly there. So we're not out of the woods yet for frost and freeze concerns yet, but it's going to certainly warm up pretty rapidly after this. So as you can see, temperatures go back up into the mid 60s in short order there. So still think we're going to be looking at an above normal pattern overall. We just got to deal with a couple of days that'll be on the cooler side overall. All right, folks, here is your forecast. Go to southernindianaweather.com, click on 10-day forecast. Warm day for your Easter, 74 degrees. Again, morning sunshine. I think it's going to be beautiful for your church services in the morning, followed by some increasing clouds in the afternoon, some scattered thunderstorm chances that could go with that. Again, some storms could be strong to severe. It's going to be a breezy day, south winds 10 to 20 miles per hour, probably a good day to fly a kite as long as there's no storms around the area. It's going to be a nice breezy day. It's going to be a very nice warm day. Clouds thicken in the afternoon. We have a little bit of showers and thunderstorm chances with it. But again, it's going to be primarily in the evening through the early overnight hours that we're going to see those showers and thunderstorms. We'll clear out a little bit late after that. A little bit cooler to start your work week, though, but not bad. Sunny skies there for Monday and Tuesday. By the time you get into Wednesday and Thursday, that's when you got some more chances of showers and thunderstorms rolling in. But again, it's very warm still, and then after that, well, there you go. There's next weekend. There's your cool down. But upper 40s, that's not really a winter blast or a cold blast by any means. It's cooler than where we are at, where we have been seen, but certainly nothing we can't handle. All right, folks, that's it for this latest long-range update. Again, just keep an eye to the sky tomorrow. We'll have an update for you tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Michael Wilhite. Have a great day, folks.